Episode 5 of Things I Wish I Knew as a Buyer. I had to fix my credit, and I had to do it fast. Ever feel like you're stuck with a crazy credit score? One of those low ones, the ones that you don't think you can get a home loan on? Well, I'm Jacob, a real estate agent and a game changer, helping buyers in the Central Valley, from Fresno to Clovis, Madera to Visalia, Bakersfield, and even over in Wasco. And what you're about to hear is my personal experience, not financial advice, just my story. I recently had to pivot. I had debt climbing to my eyes. Interest was about to eat me alive. What do you mean? These credit cards are all at like 22 to 28% now. It's not like the old days. I needed to do something fast. There was only 14 days left before I was going to be hit with a ton of interest. I had made some payments and forgotten about my 0% interest on some of my cards that was going to expire. I needed to do something fast. Plus, I needed my scores to be cleaner. I needed my scores to be higher so that I can prepare for when these rates drop later in the year, fingers crossed, right? We're all waiting for it. So here's what we had to do, and here's what most people miss. Before I did any balance transfers or, debt consolidation loans or anything that a lot of people talk about, I asked for my credit limits to be increased. That's right. The cards that I was already worried about, I asked for other branch cards to be increased. Why? Because utilization matters. If you don't increase the limits first, you cap your own leverage. You cut yourself off at the ankles. You don't want that. Then, what I did after asking for my rates to be increased, my cards, I locked them all in at 0% interest offers for 8 to 21 months. And I transferred as much debt as possible to these zero interest cards. Why it matters is because my utilization was able to drop by increasing my limits. My interest rates went to 0 instead of 18 to 28%. My limits are now even higher than they were before, giving me more room to pivot in the future. And the scores moved. This is my personal experience. So here's a bonus for those staying this far into the video. Here's something most buyers don't even think about. If there's two buyers together on a home and one has an 800 score and the other one has, let's say, a 600 score, and this is a hypothetical, it's not impossible for the stronger profile to absorb more debt legitimately so that both profiles have an improved state for the purchase of a home. The bank does not care whose debt you are transferring. It could be yours from one card to another, or you could actually assume someone else's debt onto your card, i.e. your partner. So why does this matter? Well, it matters because lenders often price off the lowest middle score of the person that is the lowest between the two partners. So if one person is dragging at 600, the higher person's score, you're paying for it. It doesn't matter how good you did your whole life. This isn't a loophole, and I'm not trying to start fights between couples here. It's a restructuring of debt responsibly before applying. And you're always going to confirm with your lender before making these moves. This is why reaching out to a local realtor and lender is important to do first so that you can plan. I'm not promising outcomes. This was my experience. But if your score is what you think is holding you back, don't assume that you're stuck. DM me and we'll talk strategy before you apply. We'll get you in touch with a lender, find out what's right for you, and it will be a game changer.